Oh, fuck. Fuck. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Bethesda has just announced a brand new game. Brand new Fallout game. It's called Fallout 76. No, I haven't even seen the bloody trailer yet. So, we're gonna do that. Don't know where this video is gonna go, by the way, but I know in order to do whatever it is that we're gonna do in this video, I need to do that first. Other than that, all I really know is actually I know nothing because I haven't seen the trailer yet. So, yeah, let's do that. Oh, and if you're wondering why I look a mess, I've literally just come from work. So, no, I haven't showered yet, but yeah, it's Fallout, you know, it's far more important than personal hygiene. Right, so I just clicked record and everything, right? So, mic set up, camera set up, got the YouTube video of the trailer in front of me, you know, fully buffered, which is the black screen you're seeing right now. And I'll tell you what, just to give you a bit of perspective, right? The last trailer that I watched where I was like really excited for the game to come out and for me to play it was probably Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. It was like a really big, sort of big DLC for Dishonored 2, which was basically its own game. It got its own box release and everything. But, you know, really, really excited for that trailer. I was like, watching it, I was like, oh, this, yeah, it's really good. Can't wait to play it. Just as a bit of perspective, I'm sitting in front of this black screen, right, and I'm just like, so, yeah, let's get this over with before I have a fucking heart attack. Okay. Oh my god. I need to be wearing headphones, don't I? Headphones. How do these things work again? Okay, that's the R, that's the L. Okay, headphones. Let's try this again, shall we? Fucking, how do these work again? I can't believe I said, well, actually, Harry, you put them in your fucking ears. Okay. Trailer time. Oh my god.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
A speaker module in your Pip-Boy?
Is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take
But when the fighting is stopped and the fallout is settled, you must rebuild.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at it.
Take me home, country road.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
Oh my god. Is that who I think it is? Oh my god. Hellboy's back as narrator. I don't know why I'm so happy about that, but oh my god. Oh my god. His voice was like meth in my ears. Okay, so we're here on Ron Perlman's IMDb, and I'm just looking. I don't know if it would have been updated yet, but like, I don't see why it wouldn't have been. Like, his voice is just so, especially in the Fallout universe. Like, Ron Perlman's voice is so recognisable. They must have updated it. Okay, so I seriously can't find an awful lot to either confirm or deny that, but I'm pretty sure it was him. I'm 100% sure it was him. So yeah, like, you can't mistake Ron Perlman's voice. Like, no way. Hellboy is Hellboy, and Hellboy narrates Fallout. games. So now that's out of the way. Let's try and get into like what the expectations were with this, and if the predictions were correct and everything. I, for one, said that this, whatever they were going to reveal, was going to be big. I said this across multiple mediums, across YouTube and on Twitter and things. But I just didn't think that they would waste the whole please stand by marketing, I guess you can call the please stand by marketing scheme now, I suppose, where you tweet something really cryptic and then do a crazy live stream or a countdown or something before the thing's released. But I just I heard all of the the things about the Switch ports and like a Fallout 3 remastered, but I just didn't think that Fallout 3 remastered kind of makes sense if they did remaster Fallout 3 like in the Fallout 4 engine, then that would kind of be a big deal. But I know that they have said before that instead of remastering a game fully, like a real proper remaster, they'd rather just make a new game. So I guess they followed their own advice in that respect. But I was hoping that it would be a Fallout game and a brand new Fallout game. And I got, I tell you what, I got both what I was hoping for, like really hoping for, and also something. This is going to completely screw me up now. I was not prepared for. I'll tell you what. Let me know if you share my frustration in this. The amount of videos that I've seen on YouTube of they're all Fallout 5 speculation and Fallout 5 predictions and Fallout 5 this, Fallout 5 that, Fallout 5 possible release date, Fallout 5, is it going to take... I'm just thinking, why are people doing all of this Fallout 5 stuff when we know the pattern? The pattern is a Fallout game and then an Elder Scrolls game. Other than, if they get another development studio to do a Fallout for them, like Fallout New Vegas. But, we knew from quite early on in Fallout 4's, life cycle, as it were, quite early on, just soon after it was released, that Obsidian wasn't working with Bethesda Softworks on a Fallout game. And we also know that Bethesda game studios don't really trust an awful lot of other game developers with that license. So I didn't think that this was going to be a deal. I didn't think Bethesda game studios were going to churn out another Fallout game in 3 years either. But yeah. So anyway, the Fallout 5 things, right? And especially Juicehead. Juicehead, you are the criminal mastermind behind all this Fallout 5 bollocks, right? And every single time, I never watched one. I'm sorry, I am subscribed to you and I love your content, but I never watched one because I was like, Juicehead, you fucking piece of shit. Fallout 5 is not only at least 7 years away, but we've got to get another Elder Scrolls game out in that time as well. And they even said about the Elder Scrolls 6, and that's so far ahead into the future. I mean, little did we know, the reason it's so far ahead into the fucking future is because they're releasing another Fallout game. And then they fucking blindside me with this. I mean, they blindsided us all, really, I suppose. I mean, God. If you'd have, if I'd have came out and said 1 month ago that on May 30th today, is it? Yeah, May 30th, Bethesda will be announcing another mainline Fallout game. You just called me a fucking conspiracy theorist, tinfoil hatting, and just as bad as everyone else that's doing all of this Fallout 5 bollocks. But yeah, it turns out actually I'm the dick, and they're all fucking psychics apparently. So. Yeah, but getting more into the point of how much this has blindsided me, I mean, I know I don't have the most, I don't have an upload schedule and I don't upload regularly, but I was working on quite a few things. And actually, I was working with my videos under the assumption that, don't get me wrong, my Fallout 4 video making was nowhere near over. And more to the point of that, I was under the assumption that I had basically all of the time in the world to finish these fucking Fallout 4 videos, including the second part of my Fallout Machinima, including the RoboBrain Part 2, and including, videos like what is the most dangerous thing in Fallout 4, just sort of standalone niche videos like that, pertaining to various things in game. And I mean, if we're following the track record of what they did last time, they announced the game, then they elaborated on that announcement at their E3 not even a week later, and I think it was not even a week later, if I recall correctly. I might be wrong on that, and then released it in November. And if we're expecting them to follow a similar sort of thing, I have a limited time to do these videos, and wow. I mean, fucking great job on the motivation there, Bethesda. I mean, like, there's nothing like motivation than a literal, like, okay, here's the deadline. You better finish it by the fucking deadline. I suppose all I can do, really, is just go back to what I was doing before, after this, and, just sort of wait for the E3. I mean, if I have something interesting to say after their E3 presentation, then I'll absolutely make a video about that, and we can chat about it then, but, I mean, fuck me, I need to get my ass in gear, man. Like, I said this to someone in the comments yesterday. Like, if this is a new game, like, I need to finish these videos before Fallout 4 just becomes a distant memory. Like, I mean, I suppose it's a, I wouldn't say a dead game, but it is an old game at this point. And the people who are still watching my channel aren't really watching my channel for the sake of playing Fallout 4 anymore, and you just and I'm very thankful for that. You just enjoy my videos, and I'm eternally grateful for that. But it just, I get covering older games maybe like a year or so after their sequels have been released, for some hidden mysteries and stuff, but like, oh man, I mean, this might be this channel's saving grace. You never know, like, finally, something to get me to make videos on a somewhat regular basis. I'll tell you what, another thing is going to be weird. I'll tell you what, right, because I started my channel way after, and you'll know, if you're a fan of Fallout 4 games, Fallout games in general, you know what I'm talking about. When you first start playing a Fallout game, the way that you know it's a Fallout game, and I have not experienced this with any other game, is it becomes your life for about 3 months, at least 3 months. It just sucks you into this world, and you just forget all of the ridiculous bugs and glitches and crashes, and it all just somehow just absorbs you into this world, and you just get completely encompassed by it, and that's it. 3 months of your life gone. I mean, do you remember hearing about those fucking stories about that guy that lost his wife and kids, and lost his job and everything because of Fallout 4? And he was like, "Well, I'm suing Bethesda because that should have been a fucking disclaimer on the box." But yeah, like, I know. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about, but I know what he's talking about to an extent, because it does do that. But more to the point, I started making videos on this channel after I'd gotten past that point, in like the sort of January after, and it was already at that point, I wouldn't say losing its relevancy, because it was DLC was coming out for it and stuff, but the stuff I was doing was already sort of done, other than maybe the Automatron DLC, which was basically the only thing I was on time with in the entire history of the channel. And now I've got to make, I haven't got to, I know I haven't got to, but I really want to make videos on this. I mean, I'll make Fallout videos, man. Like, that's what I do. That's what I'm best at. And if a new Fallout game comes out, I absolutely want to make videos on the new Fallout game. But like, I'm gonna have to do that whilst I'm in that 3 month period of like, my life is playing Fallout. I mean, ultimately, we don't know what type of game this is going to be. I have seen, things all over Twitter. There's even this. Oh, actually, I'll bring it up now. Actually, I won't, because for some reason the Twitter app on Windows is being a dick. So, where is my bloody phone? Okay, here we go. Mr. Jason Schreier on Twitter. I actually got this information through Jackson, JV2017 on Twitter. So thank you for that, Jackson, for retweeting that for me. Okay, this is a direct quote from Jason Schreier's Twitter. "It's really important to reiterate this. Anyone who spends the next 2 weeks expecting Fallout 76 to be a new, traditional single-player RPG will be very disappointed. He then elaborates on this. I mean, he posts the article in the tweet that he's referring to, but he then elaborates on this with the following tweet, stating, "I'm seeing some skepticism on Reddit and Twitch about my reporting that Fallout 76 is an online game, because they don't want to believe it. But again, if you spend the next 2 weeks hyped for a single-player RPG, you will be disappointed. Just looking out for you guys." So there is a very, major chance that this could be perhaps an online-only experience, perhaps a live service or something to that nature. Oh, okay, so here's the Kotaku article. Okay, so this isn't a confirmed thing. I can confirm that it is not a confirmed thing. The article merely states the next big game from Fallout developer The next big game from Fallout developer Bethesda Game Studios is Fallout 76, the company announced today. And although the studio hasn't said what it is, we hear it's an online game of some sort. So that is not confirmed, but I doubt they're just, they're just spitting bollocks for the sake of spitting bollocks. They've obviously, had some sort of ear against the industry's arse and heard a few whiffs here and there. So, yeah, I suppose that's a good place to end as any. I don't really want this video to drag on for too long. I didn't want to, just fucking babble at you for 10 minutes. I've done enough of those fucking videos already, Jesus Christ. But, yeah, so that's where I'll end it there. I just wanted to follow up on my previous video about the announcement stuff, and mainly just to talk to you guys in the comments about it and get all fucking excited. But, yeah, this is a game that, as a gamer, I have been waiting for since I finished Snooker World. As a content creator, I am woefully unprepared for this fucking game. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Have a sexy afternoon, everyone. Until next time.